Yo, what's up dudes? Today we're fishing in St. Lucie County, Florida in the mosquito impoundment ponds. During the summer months, the county pumps water from the Indian River Lagoon into the mangrove marshes to prevent stagnant water breeding grounds for mosquitoes. This creates saltwater ponds with spillways attracting all kinds of fish. So the plan today is to score some mangrove snapper and bring them home to make another fish print. Plus, I'll show you a killer snapper recipe. I'm using live shrimp on a red 1/4 ounce jig head. I find that most of the keeper snapper are deep in the mangroves, so I'll let the bait sink and drift with the current under the mangroves until I feel a hit. So I originally started out by using a hook and a split shot, and I didn't get a single bite for 30 minutes. I switched over to the jig head and caught 4 keepers basically back to back. Fishing these saltwater ponds can be easy and tricky at the same time. My advice is to keep switching tactics until something works, and you never know what you'll catch. I've caught snook, trout, redfish, tarpon, Goliath grouper, blue crabs, the species list goes on. But that's because these saltwater ponds are an incredible habitat for the juvenile fish of the Indian River Lagoon. And with that in mind, I've noticed that these saltwater ponds are normally littered with fisherman trash. So dudes, make sure you keep it clean. Mangrove snapper are also called gray snapper, and I'm allowed to keep 5 over 10 inches. My fish today were 10 to 12 inches, but I've caught snapper here up to 16 before. So this day was weird because I didn't get a bite for 30 minutes, switched to the jig head, and immediately got 4 keepers back to back, and then the bite completely shut off. Like, I'm pretty sure they figured me out. Alright dudes, we got our 4 keepers, so it's time to head home, and we're gonna make another fish print, and then I'll show you how to cook Snapper Veracruz style. So, making fish prints is cool because it allows us dudes without artistic abilities to create really cool art with the fish we catch. So first thing, make sure your fish is as fresh and as dry as possible. Then you're going to use acrylic paint and lightly paint your fish any color you want. When you're done painting, take a white piece of fabric and gently place it over your fish. Then lightly press down, being very careful to get every inch and every fin of the fish. And now it's time to remove your fabric and reveal a sick fish print. And when you're done, just wash the paint off the fish and go hit the fillet table. mangrove snapper is easy and delicious, but a lot of the time I like to eat them whole. Also, don't forget they're really good raw as ceviche and sashimi. Our recipe today is Snapper Veracruz style, so we'll need some beautiful boneless snapper fillets. I'm skinning these fillets just for the recipe, but mangrove snapper skins are really good. Just make sure you scale it first. And make sure you remove the pin bones and the rib cage. Alright, so now that we got our fillets, let's hit the kitchen. We're making Snapper Veracruz style. We have 3 different spicy peppers, jalapeno, red chili, and an unknown green one that will melt your face off. Olives are the heart of this dish, and we're using regular green ones and green olives stuffed with garlic. The garlic stuffed ones are so good I almost ate all of them before I even started cooking. Next ingredient, sliced onions. And one of my favorite things in the world, capers. We'll need a sliced up lime and some fresh cherry tomatoes. A little bit of salt and pepper, fresh basil, and olive oil. I have my pan on medium heat and I'll add some olive oil. Toss in your onions and then add salt and pepper. Let the onions cook for just a minute, and now it's time to add your peppers. Give it a quick mix and let's add the olives and tomatoes. And don't forget the capers. We're also going to add some caper juice, and then we'll continue cooking until everything just starts to soften up. Now we'll put half of our fish fillets on an oiled baking dish and cover them with our veggies. Squeeze on some lime juice, and then we'll make another layer of fish and veggies. The last thing we'll add before we hit the oven is lime slices and fresh basil. And we'll pop it in the oven at 425 and leave it there for 10 to 12 minutes until it's done cooking. And there you have it, dudes. Eat up, and I'll catch you in another video.